Hello, YouTube family. Thank you for joining me today. I have a very important video for today. It is a day after Halloween, and I have this situation here, a bucket full of candies. And are you guys one of parents like me? I mean, look at this, guys. This is like candies after candies and candies. So I'll show you what to do with them if you don't want to end up eating all of them. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, guys, so I have separated my candies based on their size. So although it looks like most of them, they're separated based on the candies themselves, but like this little stack here is all like it's the same sizes. So what I want to do is, the basic idea is to dress them up and put it in a little baggie for the holiday gift giving. So I have pulled out my 3x4 cello bag, which is, where is it? Okay, so here it is. And I'm going to dress like the two KitKats together and then put them in the cello bag and give it as a gift for the holidays. So that's what I'm planning on doing. And so stay tuned and see. And it doesn't have to be a cello bag. You can use a Ziploc bag, like, hold on just a second. So you can use a Ziploc bag like this. This is like a little snack size. And then you can even line them up. Maybe this way would be better. This way. And maybe a couple Snickers this way. So really, whatever you have in hand, you can use. You don't have to go out and purchase anything extra other than the stuff that we're going to decorate and put together with. So a Ziploc bag like this will do just fine. So let's get started. Let me get my papers and wrapping stuff to put these treats together. So after I have separated out my candies, I'm going to work with KitKat here first. And so you can use any kind of paper to dress them up. This is just an example. So I'm using a wrapping paper, a Christmas themed wrapping paper for this. So all you're doing is cutting the wrapping paper almost exactly the size, the length of your candy bar, and then wrapping it around, taping it up or gluing it up, and then just sticking it in your bag and dressing it up, embellishing it up. And that is pretty much it. So let me show you guys how I made these. So this one, what I did was I used a belly band and then cut out the Santa's hat. And then since the wrapping paper is really thin, I glued it on a thicker, let me show you what I did. I've been saving up like these boxes like these, because these can really be used on your paper craft too. So, and it's a good way to recycle and have fun. So I glued it on a piece of box, and then I cut it, which took forever. So I'm not gonna do that. So that's how I did this one first, and then I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do it this way. I'd rather do it this way. So it's just a little cardstock paper with the white plain on the back side, so that if you want to do like to and from, that's where you can do it. And it looks really nice, pretty simple. So I like to do it this way much better than this way. So let's make this design. So I already have my little pieces cut out here. So it really depends on what kind of candy you're using for the for the size. So it just has to be long enough and then wide enough to wrap it around. And then you're just gluing it up. And that's pretty much it. So very simple. And you can use, again, any kind of paper, cardstock paper, wrapping paper, even brown bag paper if you want to recycle. And then, you know, with the brown bag paper, I don't have one. I wish I had one to show you. And then you can put like stickers or embellishment and it would look super pretty just like that as well. So, but for now, this is what I have and this is what I'm using. What I did do is I did dab on, and then I have a lot of these Kids Elmer's glue, so that's what I'm using here and works just fine for my purpose. So I'm just gluing up the little part that sticks out on the wrapper, and I'm pushing that in so that it looks nice and the edge looks nice and clean. And then I'm taking my wrapping paper, I'm putting my candy down all the way to the edge, and then wrapping it up just like you would wrap a gift. And then I am going to put some glue on my wrapping paper. And cover the whole thing just like that. So that's one. We'll do another one. I have another one cut out already. So same thing. Pull it nice and wrinkle free. Dab on some glue on the top and the bottom. Fold the ends nice and tight. Bring it to the edge of the wrapping paper. Roll it up. Put on some glue. So, you know, you don't have to have any kind of special talent to do this, really. It's just basic. Oh, this one got a little talking too much there. A special talent to do this, just basic wrapping. So here we are, our two candies. And then we're going to get our bag. And this is kind of fun to do with the kids, although they might just end up eating half of the candies. I know for me it's very tempting. I've actually already put one candy in my mouth. And I'm trying really hard not to put any more. And so my bag is a little tight, so I just need to kind of push things around a little bit to get it nice and straight. There we are. I'm going to push them all the way to the end. Okay, and then I'm going to fold this all the way up, and that's it. And now we are going to make the little tag like this. I'm going to put the candies. I don't have a specific measurement for this. It's just as big as you want, but you don't want this to be like super big. Obviously smaller than the size of your candy. But so I kind of went about like maybe half the size of the candy. So really no actual measurement required for this. Just whatever you think looks nice for the size of your candy candy pack. So after I do this, I just like to corner my edges. I just think that they look nice when it's rounded like that. hole punch and punch a hole in a corner, one of the corners, and then take your yarn and I like to go 2 rounds, so 1, 2. So again, we don't really have an actual measurement for this too, just whatever feels right for you. And then feed your tag through it. Okay, so once you have your tag through your string, then just tie a knot. And that's basically it. So this is what I did for the KitKat. Okay, so this is what we're doing with our little Snickers. It's a little different because the Snickers were kind of like wide or in the middle. It's not flat, so it was hard to put it in the bag or wrap it with the wrapper. So I had to create a little tray with the cardstock paper. I hope you can see there. So there's a little tray to hide kind of the sides of the Snickers. You can still, sorry about that. You can still see the words kind of peeking through, which I'm okay with, but you can make the sides of the tray taller if you want to hide the Snickers all the way. But this is a design that I came up with, which is pretty similar to the KitKat. Just for the Snickers, you need that extra tray. Let's get started. So I got my Snickers. I'm gonna kind of straighten them up a little bit. And then get my wrapper. So again, I've already cut the size of my wrapping paper. And then also the other thing is, because my wrapping paper is kind of going sideways, I placed my candies this way rather than like this way like we did on the KitKat. So let's get started. So I got my 2 wrapping papers, I got my candy. We're gonna tape the edges down as good as possible. This is the trickiest part of making wrapping this candy up, because it's kind of thick in the middle. Okay, so this is as nice as this is gonna get. I'll put this one on the side. Do the same thing again. And I feel like the back side of this candy sits better when you wrap it. Because the back side is flat, and then the top side is, the top part is like kind of carved out. So, but I'm going to, after I have it wrapped up, I'll kind of move the wrapper and the candy around to see which side actually sits better. Okay, so as you can see, the back side is actually much better. Okay, but our tray is gonna hide this part. I'm just gonna tuck it in as good as possible. Okay, so here's our first candy. we're going to work on our second one. And then for Snickers, I chose this wrapping paper because I think the brown kind of, the wrapping paper kind of complements the brown of the wrapper. Kind of goes pretty well. Oh, that kind of fits pretty well. And I want to tuck this in this way. Okay, so after fiddling with it for a little bit, I think we got it pretty good. So for the tray part, where did my tray go? So I have a 3 inches wide paper, and then I scored at half 3-inch wide paper. I scored 1/2 inch on this side, 1/2 inch on this side, and folded it up so that it makes a nice tray. And then we need 2 inches width. Okay, so there you go, 2 inches. I thought I got the measurement wrong, but it is 2 inches. Because it kind of likes to poof out a little bit, so it looks like it's the wrong measurement, but here it is. Okay, and then we're gonna take our bag and stuff the whole thing in there. And there's our candies. And then I kind of like to just push them up before I tape it down. So right here, I'm going to tape it down just like that. And then we're going to take our twine. Oh, before we do that, let's make the little tag. So for the tag, I just have a little strip of the same paper that we made the tray out of, and I'm just going to cut about, I think this is 1 by 2, just a little piece like that. Doesn't have to be exactly this size. And I'm just cornering the edges and then punching a hole. If you like to do a lot of paper crafty things like this, it may be a good idea to invest in one of these and one of these. really comes in handy. So then I'm going to take my little string. I'm going to go 2 times this time because like my sides are sticking out. So I think if I go 2 and make it nice and tight, it'll all straighten out. So there's that. Oops. And then I'm going to string my label in. You know, this little thing is really bothering me. Let me get rid of that. Okay. I'm pulling it a little tight so that it can all be cinched together. And there we have it. A nice little holiday treat. There's that. There's that. And let's pull out our KitKats. Doesn't this look nice? I am so proud of myself. So you can do the same thing with the Twix as well. I think they will go nicely like the KitKat. Put 2 of them together like this. But if you have a little thicker candy, you might need to make a little tray like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got some value out of it. Please like and subscribe if you like it, and we will see you on our next video. Bye for now.